GDS now.
I bet we could do that.
I want like a cast iron GDS now, the dog.
I will bet you anything
Absolutely.
that we know people who could do that.
Oh,
Probably
3D
true.
printing?
Yeah, it's probably true.
3D printing.
It's hard to
or,
3D print
metal
cast
cutting,
iron.
laser cutting.
Oh,
Amanda,
laser cutting?
Amanda does forging.
Oh, yeah, no, we could do that. I do that with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Welcome, YouTube and friends who didn't have to listen to all those announcements. You're the lucky ones. To Quests and Chaos, we are playing Call of Cthulhu. We are running, nominally, Lynn Hardy and Friends campaign Children of Fear, as much as I ever run anything that is written down. And it's a fantastic campaign with, the same great players you love, the rules you know. The bits are going to be just like they were. Those are re-rolls, so, use them. That's what keeps you alive. This campaign takes place in Asia, in Southeast and Southeast Asia. And we want to be, none of us are from that region, and so we want to be respectful of the cultural differences and that sort of thing. And I will say, the book does a great job of walking through that and talking through those things. But one of the things that I will be doing is, as we run this campaign every week, I'm going to be highlighting an APA or SWANA, I think would be the better term, content creator. So that, we want to highlight the work that authentic Asian voices are doing in this area as well. I've talked about them before. Asians Represent. The Asians Represent podcast is fantastic. They talk about how Asian characters are portrayed in modern gaming, in written materials and stuff like that. If you don't listen to anything else they do, just download the episodes where they read Oriental Adventures. It is
Yikes.
it is painful, it is embarrassing, it is hilarious, and they are right on. They are spot on. So every week that we play, I'll be spotlighting a different SWANA content creator. As this campaign moves from China into other areas, then I will be highlighting folks from those areas. The other thing that this campaign is going to deal a lot with is imperialism/colonialism. And we want to just acknowledge the awful things that colonialism and imperialism have done to these regions historically. Spoiler alert, when Indiana Jones says this belongs in a museum, he does not mean the local museum of those people. There's an old joke that the only reason the pyramids aren't in the British Museum is that the English couldn't figure out a way to ship them. And that's not a joke. They tried. They tried to disassemble one of the pyramids, and it was too much work, so they stopped. The Western world has been rapacious in what it has done to really every other culture, and we want to acknowledge that. And that is also something that this campaign, as written, does a great job of addressing and talking about. So that is awesome. I have talked a lot now. I want to meet these characters because I didn't really pay attention during as they were creating them. You are all in some way connected with Peking University. And so let's start with Helen. Helen?
Oh, hello. My name is Helen Mirren, and I am a curator with the Smithsonian Institution. And also a would-be author. I am interested in artifacts and why were they made and what were the things behind them. So I have been working here at the Peking University to, when they bring in items and artifacts, and I will study them.
And Helen, what are 2 skills that you have that you really want highlighted?
2 skills I really, really want highlighted. Anthropology. I am way into the study of people. And why did they make these mythical things? And how did they come up with these things? And fighting. I get into bar fights occasionally.
All right, brawling. There we go. Now you can do that.
Bloody Americans.
Does Helen drink a little? Does she? She gets a little drunk, gets into a bar fight.
There we go. Where's the question?
Someone had to have a flask on.
Drink a little? No.
Does she drink a little? Depends on what time it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Then she
She
drinks a
never drinks
lot.
a lot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So now Gwendolyn.
Yes.
Your name finally spelled right on.
Is it? I don't know. Is it? No, it's missing the E. Gwendolyn with an E.
Bonus.
But contrary to what you see on the screen, I am Gwendolyn Watson. I am a professor. I'm on loan from Oxford because my particular study is Chinese archaeology. I have been on a few digs, most of which I wasn't supposed to be on, but you talk your way into the places that you need to be to get the information that you need. So digs are the best place to get that sort of information.
And what are 2 skills that you have? I mean, you could pick one you don't have. That would be even more fun. But that you really want to make sure you use.
I think that I want to focus a great deal on history. I am fascinated with the stories of the people who are long dead. They're much more interesting than the live ones.
Well, that is a foretelling statement.
Isn't it
Game.
just?
And what's the other one?
Another one I think is, ironically, psychology, because I have to know how to be able to read people in order to get what I want out of them.
There we go. All right, and Dimitri, how are you connected with Peking University?
Sorry, Amy. Dimitri!
Yes!
Popovich! Pops to my friends. I count a lot.
I have to go now. I'm not feeling so good.
Oh, counting! Counting
I got a
is one of
drink.
my skills that I have very much.
Don't worry,
One.
he's gonna be recast. Don't worry.
Eldritch Blast. That's for you, Chad.
Wonderful.
I love it.
That was like 8 syllables.
Eldritch.
Medicine is what I do. I'm a doctor.
And how are you connected to Peking University?
I'm a doctor at the university.
And so you now, did you?
Treating students, the crabs, the other items.
I'm so glad I wasn't drinking
Wow.
something. You might
All
have
right, there we go.
Take.
And did you leave Russia before the revolution, or?
Yes.
Okay, so you have actually then. Well, we'll get to the Silk Road in a minute, but
I knew the dirty commies were coming, so I made my escape.
I like money. What are apparently credit rating is one of the 2 skills.
Yes.
What are the 2 skills that you would like to highlight?
Medicine and first aid. I am very
Oh, all right.
good in
Well,
both of
Thank
those.
goodness someone is.
Those will probably come up.
And, firearms, handgun.
Those are 3 skills.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's the first 2 are good.
I shoot them, then I fix them.
There you go.
Sounds like every cleric I've ever played.
Can I call you Tiger?
Yes, you may.
All right.
Yes.
Tiger.
I need to
All
change
right. What? Go ahead.
nothing.
Okay.
Jeez, yeah, all my notes have to change.
I know. So my name is Hu Fang Tiger, but you can call me G. I named myself since I've lived in an orphanage. I thought whatever they were calling me, not good enough. I feel Hu Fang Tiger.
I need to write that. That's already a quote.
We have a quote already. I love it.
That's a lot to take in.
I'm about 14-ish, again, I've lived in an orphanage, and then at some point, again, just like I feel Hu Fang Tiger, I also didn't feel like living at the orphanage anymore, so I split, and now I live in the boiler room of the university, where I dumpster dive. That's a skill. It's also called survival hunting.
Yeah, survival. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That sounds like one you want to use.
So I survival hunt, i.e., how do you think I found this fantastic suit that you'll see on the, and then the other...
I just thought you took a picture of James.
James isn't that short.
James doesn't own a suit.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
he-
Does he?
he owns
Oh, yeah.
several.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has shown up
yeah.
several times
Oh, yeah.
here in a suit.
Yeah.
Easy.
yeah.
Much like me, Amy doesn't watch this.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Who the hell has time?
I also have a slingshot skill, so that's an exciting skill. I also have I'm also quite tiny, so I'm definitely not 4'11", to say the least. So I can fit into small places and find small things.
There you go. Hopefully you're not claustrophobic.
Nope, not at all.
There you go. And Eugene, last but not
Eugene,
least.
yes. Eugene, I am the groundskeeper at Peking University.
Maintenance engineer.
A little more.
He's not union, so he didn't get the full title. And you're now, are you Asian? Are you?
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah, you're
American.
All right. You can't, you were, there are a number of immigrants in Peking in particular. No problem. So what are the two skills that you want to highlight?
So the main skill that got me hired was my electronic repair skill.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want this to be highlighted. I'll see. But knowledge of feng shui.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
So do you do the topiaries out on the front lawn?
No.
Okay, that's somebody else.
I mean, not well.
Yeah.
But when the
requires
other guy
standards.
needs someone to fill in, they can walk me through.
You see him in the boiler room all the time.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I see
Yeah.
both of these.
So
yahoos.
before we get too far down
Yeah?
the road, got a couple more bits,
Oh,
and
my.
we got a raid from the Welcome In.
Oh, welcome in, welcome in.
This is episode 1 of season 3 of Great Dane Society.
Wow, that's right.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 500 bits from Pixel Rose for the season 3 premiere.
Hello.
To you guys.
Yes, to the players. Cover your
Oh,
face.
man. That was going in.
It was.
It's just still sinking in, renewed for 3
Amy
seasons.
Dikembe Mutombo
Yeah.
over there.
And this one will require a vote, I think.
Oh! Okay.
Tamago Tora, 500 bits for the PC with the most outrageous accent.
I think it's gotta be Pops.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too.
Pops.
And
Yeah, it pops.
if you mean the accent, that's gonna.
I can't miss
That was close. That was close. I felt it hit my finger.
I know.
Do we have like a separate score system or something?
You're not allowed to defile what's left of my beer, sir.
Some
So I think in honor of the Welcome In joining us, I think we should do a giveaway.
Yes.
Do it.
Which, what do you think it should
Let's
be?
do the birds paradise.
Yeah.
first.
Yes, the Birds of Paradise.
So
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
hashtag chaos in the chat right now to be entered to win a set of whatever birds of paradise we have around here. Not the one with the broken D4, unless you want the one with the broken D4.
Was it James that threw that, or was that you?
No, if anybody's throwing anything around here, it's probably me.
Wouldn't that just end up submerged though?
So hashtag chaos. We will do the drawing in like 10 minutes or something.
Yes,
give you guys
10
a
minutes
chance to do that.
And one last bit, NGC 457 with 500 bits to the first person
Thank
to
you.
punch a Russian.
Oh, that's easy.
I think Amy got that bit like years
Yeah.
ago.
Is that in real life?
All right. Well, we'll leave that out there. There will be other Russians to punch at some point. So yeah, you are all connected with Peking University, specifically with the Department of Archaeology. The current. How long have you guys been at Peking? Not long.
I have not been there long.
About 5 or 6 months.
Okay. And you
For at least a while. I
yeah,
think. A couple years
So
at the very
you
least.
have gone through 2 presidents. The first president was an American who was like everything bad about like we've got to get this stuff to a real museum. What are they doing? And if I were a real GM, I'd have his name. It is Langston Walker.
Feels good.
Langdon Warner. He is an adventurer and an explorer, and he basically talked his way into the gig of run. And then he found out that the president sits at a desk and doesn't go out and do cool stuff, and he quickly got rid of. They agreed to part ways, and he still nominally has a relationship with the university, but it's fairly loose. The current president is a much more is a Chinese man, Wang Inlei, and he is very uptight. He's very much an administrator, and he seems somewhat humorless, but he's been great for the university. He has reconnected the university with the Chinese-speaking segment of Peking, which has been a major development. And he has also brought in visiting scholars to raise the profile of the university, and that has been. He also is sure there's some kid somewhere around here, and if he could just find.
I'm a I had him convinced I was a ghost for a while.
You were the shadow man in the wall.
Yep.
The pranks. And so you are, the three of you are called to the president's office. And I wanted to have you go and collect some items for the university. I don't know if any of you knew Professor Li Jianlin. He has passed away, and in his will, he asked that certain items that he had borrowed from the university be returned to the university.
Well, better late than never, I suppose.
Yes. And so he lives in a small village outside of Peking, and I would like for you to. I've arranged for a motor car with a guard because probably most of you have never left the city.
Yeah.
Peking is a walled city that is okay to leave if you're Chinese, but if you're not Chinese, you're gonna get robbed and maybe worse.
So then why pick us to go?
Well, none of you are actually teaching classes, so it does not disrupt the schedule. And B, much of Professor Jianlin had a strange habit of working mainly in English. And so many of our acquisitions individuals would not be able to properly identify the items.
Are any of these items dangerous or valuable?
Well, I mean, you could ask the Museum of Anthropology what he has. I am not. All I know is there are items that are to be returned.
They were listed in his will to be returned?
So all the will said was that representatives of the university should come to his house, and there would be items given to them
Oh.
to be returned to the university.
Oh. Well, that's delightfully non-specific.
Yes. Now, I know that given your involvement, that child will be involved in this escapade.
Well,
and if I can find,
if the university is willing to lend G to us, that would be grateful for us to use his services.
there's like a little eye twitch.
Gee.
But I consulted the I Ching, and 4 is a very unlucky number. And so there's a buzz, and he pushes the button. Yes, Mrs. Wiggins? Ah, good, send Eugene in.
Okay.
And you have been summoned to the president's office. You're like, somebody must have spilled something.
Yeah.
And you come in, and there are a bunch of professors sitting around and says, yes, Eugene. Eugene will be going along to, I don't know, carry heavy things or whatever it is he does.
Damn you, Ezra.
Eugene has a limp and uses a cane.
Yeah,
Well,
Really?
luckily you don't have to run to the professor's house. Again, I have arranged for a car.
Oh, he might be able to clean up with, help us clean. That'd be good.
Hello, Eugene. Good to see you.
see you too.
The I Ching told me that 5 was the propitious number for any actions undertaken today. You are the 5 most important people that I could find to do this.
I don't need to make a psychology.
Yeah, automatic success on the psychology roll. Like he
And I'm
bites
like,
his he bites his tongue for like I have actual work to do. I actually work for a living. Like right?
The boiler is down. You know, there's no heat in most of the.
Even though I know it's full of crap, I'm still going, of course.
So, the driver knows where the house is.
Oh, good.
I have prepared curatorial boxes.
Yes, excellent.
Oh, yes, let's look at those before we put things in them.
If you need to, you can talk to someone at the Museum of Anthropology if you want to find out more about what the professor had. But the sooner you can return these things, the better.
Well, if for no other reason than to find out what size box we need.
Yes. Well, very good then.
Perhaps we should meet in my office.
Sure.
Let's go.
Yes.
Are you far from here?
Just across campus.
He's in the clinic. Like, he brings you into his office, and there are, like, posters about STDs.
Of course.
Oh, well. Delightful.
No, I know I'm very good at counting. But I question the president's arithmetic skills. G is G works at the university. He comes around. I think he.
G shows up whenever. Like, you just said his name 3 times.
I'm like the one, and I'm in the back, just like I poke the ant. Like, do you have a skeleton or something?
Sure.
That like I accidentally am just like fidgeting with it, and a finger comes off, and I'm like,
I want you to come out of one of the air ducts.
Good, very good. G is here. G works for the university.
I do small jobs for professors.
Yes.
Oh.
Always available.
The university hires a child.
No, Dr. Popsire's a child.
That's not better!
Oh, but you're making a living. This is you're making a living with this?
Yeah,
Oh.
he gives me money.
Yeah, I mean, I would. The university would pay the living wage. So
Oh, well, sure.
I tip. You know.
Anything you say, sir. And I tip my little hat.
I toss a couple coins to G.
Oh, nice.
No, the 5 of us plus the driver makes 6, so we are all going to die.
Well, but the driver isn't actually doing anything to do with the artifacts. That's our job.
Oh,
Oh, that's true. We won't be going in for that. But, do you guys know, anything about this person?
Am I familiar with that name at all?
You can. Yeah, you can.
Some dice.
So this side of the table, you have an education roll with disadvantage. You two have advantage, and you just have a regular roll.
I need another dice for that.
But did I do something wrong? Did I get on his bad side? Why did he pick me?
I rolled 2 34s.
Did he say?
There you go.
So that is.
I'm guessing that's under your education.
That is a hard success.
Oh,
for
yes,
me.
and both of mine are under my education.
Geez, yeah, hard success as well. 19.
All right. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
remembers this guy. Well, it's a crazy story, so it doesn't surprise me that you would remember that
Advantage.
Professor Li Jianlin was Jian, as he usually went by.
Jian.
Was a professor of archaeology who about 8 years ago had a bad fall on a dig and was paralyzed and was essentially house ridden at that point. And didn't, depending on how kindly you want to read into things, didn't do so well being housebound. Kind of went insane being housebound. And that was about 8 years ago, and it was a slow descent from there, both health-wise, mental health and physical health.
So prior to that is probably when he would have taken the items.
Yeah, presumably. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Well.
I'm not going in a dead man's house.
Well, there goes all this whole game.
Why not?
Yes, we should refuse.
I mean, it's.
He
Has his
was.
ghost been cleared out?
I assume that his body has been.
Well, no, but the soul would have to be
appropriately-
put to rest, right? Have to have all the rights.
Oh, could
and
we do
everything.
that? That would be interesting. Do you have a ritual for that?
I feel like that's going to be your catchphrase.
I'm gonna do a quick sand roll right.
You think so?
Oh, are we supposed to roll for luck?
Of course, I totally forgot. Yeah. So one thing that we do a little bit differently is that we roll luck just on straight percentiles. So your luck.
Oh, no. I mean,
I'm sorry, man. All I've got are queer percentiles here.
Ah, there we go. Well, I hope they roll well for you.
All right, okay.
So everybody, roll percentiles for your luck.
8.
42.
oh, 77.
Usually I'd be happy with that.
45.
But,
Eight luck.
29.
Well, the good news is
Someone say
spending
8.
all your luck to avoid death is not that bad a lift for you.
true. Oh boy.
Alrighty.
So, wait, you have 8 luck?
Yeah.
So you have to stay behind if we're ever doing anything, because he'll ask for a group luck roll, and...
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, this is not Susanna or Alexandria. Gwendolyn is not a person to go running into trouble.
A lot less knives than usual from that,
I think this is going to be a coincidental into trouble as opposed to charging into
Oh, probably.
trouble.
I have a feeling we just make sure to go tiger on them.
Time to
I am
unleash
not
the
a
tiger.
midget to be tossed into the fray, friend.
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. How much damage does that mean?
So you you can go and check with the Museum of Anthropology.
Yes, definitely.
And you'll find out that they are principally looking for a wooden figure that was found in the Cave of 1,000 Buddhas. It was at least 1,000 years old, and they're very concerned about the shape that it's in, given that it hasn't been in a university for it hasn't been under curated care for a while. But it is described, so like you have the little museum card. It is described as a wooden figure of 3 cloaked figures. So it's a little, it's like a slat of wood with sort of 3 wooden figures in it.
And do we get a sense for the size of any of these?
They'll tell you that the wooden figure is quite small.
Okay.
It's like a foot long, basically. And then any notes that the professor, there was a box of notes around the figurine that were taken as well. And so, the guy's like, and I mean, if you find anything else of, that you think would be of interest, I mean, you're both experts. Look, he stole from us first, so.
Turnabout is fair play, I suppose, although usually the grave robbing is a few thousand years later for my particular specialty, but...
And he's like, well, I'm better you than me. I would never go in a dead man's house.
Well, the good news is that somebody, the president said that someone would give the items to us, so we might not even need to go in the house.
I mean, presumably there's someone else there.
Did he have a wife or a significant other?
After that 8 years, who knows? But he went to. I saw him once at a faculty meeting a few months after he was released from the hospital, and he was not the same man.
Yes. Actually, let me consult my notes. I did speak with him. Yes. Here, official diagnosis: went to Crazy Town.
Is that a diagnosis
You're
you're
the
allowed to
doctor.
write down?
Yes.
That's
Goodness.
an interesting one. Well, was that the wood figures the only, and the notes were the only
Yes.
things?
But again, if you see any, if you find things that are of interest, we're always accepting donations.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Are we supposed to pick up the boxes here to bring?
They've already been taken to the car.
All right, cool.
So, out front of the president's office is a long sedan that easily will seat the five of you and the driver. One of you will sit in the front seat with the driver.
Shotgun.
Standing on the sideboard is a Chinese soldier. He is a soldier. So China right now is essentially a chaotic collection of warlords. There's no central government. The last emperor collapsed. There is there's a puppet, a Japanese puppet that is trying to lay claims on a bunch of what's going on, and there are various power struggles going on. Your particular warlord is named...
Because this is Cthulhu, the puppet is a literal puppet.
No. Your warlord is named Wu Pei Fu, General Wu Pei Fu. And so the guy, the driver and the guy standing on the sideboard are both soldiers, state soldiers. And they, they salute you smartly. And the guy, the driver is in the car. The other guy will open the door for you all. He looks a little weird at the kid, but
I just climb in from the back and then over to the front.
we haven't been dallying too much, have we?
No.
Okay.
They don't seem they seem like they're willing to wait.
No, I mean us. If I know that we're leaving the city, I want to make sure we get back in time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So it's a great point. Peking. So Peking is, we've had some experiences in Shanghai. Shanghai is a very different place than Peking. Shanghai is essentially run by the Western powers and is sort of the Wild West boomtown. Peking is still a modern day Beijing, is still a very traditional, quiet, more traditional Chinese town, city. And in that regard, there is a wall and there are gates that will close at sundown. The gates to the city, they're right before sundown, drums and bells go off throughout the city. And then the gates close.
What time is it right now, approximately?
It's about 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, unless you're going a long ways, you should be fine.
Yes.
So most of you have probably not left Beijing, and you learn there's not a lot in the way of roads. Once you leave about 10 minutes out of town, any sort of you start driving on gravel, and so it's not great time that you make, but it's not terrible. You also will all notice that as soon as you hit that gravel road, the soldier on the running board, he goes into more alert mode. He has a rifle, which he can't really use on the running board, but his sidearm, he unclips the holster of his sidearm, and he is, he's kind of a little crouched down, trying to use the car as cover just in case. And the driver is also being very cautious, watching everything.
I would like to be cautious out my window.
All right.
I'm gonna be at a window seat.
You are watching things, and you drive out about an hour out of town. So you are in now rural, rolling hills part of China, and you turn onto a dirt road, and you follow this for a ways off of what we'll call the main road, and you come to a small house. Well, it's actually it's not a small house. It's a pretty big house. There are it's a colonial style. It's got a front porch. Looks like probably there are kind of 4 rooms on the ground floor, 4 rooms on the second floor. and the driver.
Is there a wall around the complex or anything, or just a house out in the middle?
Just a house in the middle of nowhere. There's not a wall or anything. And the driver stops and he says in Chinese, "This is the place."
No. Nod.
Yeah, start to get out.
Okay.
And of course, I want to be like the first one out because I'm extra slow with my leg. So everyone has to wait.
The soldier will open the door for you. He'll open the door. And then the soldier he's watching towards the road.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Did you notice anything? To the soldier, I ask. Did you notice anything on the way out here? Anything unusual? As I am haltingly speaking in.
All right, yeah, make
Chinese.
a Chinese roll. If you have a Chinese if you have a speak any language over 50, then you only have to roll if you're like trying to like talk about complex things
Sure,
and that sort of
okay.
thing.
Yeah. No, that's a fail.
All right, he looks at you, and he will. Oh wow, he did pretty well on his understand, and he'll just go no.
Ghost is clear.
No. Relatively.
Did you say the ghost is clear?
So,
Shall we?
Yes. Right. And Gwendolyn will start walking up toward the front door.
I will
grab
follow.
a couple of boxes out of the back, follow
Okay.
behind everyone.
All right, that was your job, damn it.
I'm not.
On a cane?
And they're empty right now, too. So
You
that's
just look
the time,
more
that's,
impressive.
yeah, that's the time to carry on.
So you come up and the door is closed.
I'll knock on it a couple of times.
There's no response.
I'll check if it's unlocked.
The door is unlocked.
Don't think are we waiting for anyone?
Well, it's the president did say that the items would be given to us, so it implies a giver. But if that's not the case,
Nobody's here.
All right, you open the door. It is dusty inside. Like no one has been in here for a little while. There's no electricity, obviously,
Oh, I'm useless.
so it's the shades are down, so it's fairly dark. This is a very Western house, and in the foyer, as you come in, there's a small round wooden table, and on that table is a little tinted flap of paper, and it says, "To the sons of bitches from Peking University," in a what could only stereotypically be described as the scrawlings of a madman.
well, two of us are daughters of bitches, but fine, whatever.
And I've got boxes in front of my face. I
I'll
don't see it.
All right, so the note says, "The items are yours. You just have to come and get them."
Well, that's not ominous at all.
What does it say?
Do you read that aloud to us?
Oh, yes.
All right, I rolled to check for traps.
And that's in English, by the way.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all written in English.
Good.
Eugene.
But seriously, I am looking for traps now.
Eugene makes a very good point. Maybe we should proceed with caution.
I'm using my
So
cane in front of me to look for the.
I'm looking for
the,
things that would be
pressure
hidden.
plates.
Spot hidden.
I mean, so it sounds like you're going to case the first floor of this
Yes.
house.
You should
Yes.
probably move through slowly,
Yes.
room
All
by
right, are
room,
you
check.
splitting up to do this? What is your...
Oh yeah,
I'm
cover more
splitting
ground.
right to the doorway.
Tiger is just standing in the
Yeah,
doorway.
like-
Have you even entered the house?
No, not really.
Yes. You could watch out for us to make sure nothing's coming in.
That's my job.
Yes.
Also,
I'm a great lookout.
Technically, we're down to 4. This is not.
No, they're,
Well,
they're at the door. It's okay.
they're outside the door.
All right,
Hey,
so...
just step a little bit inside the door to make it poor Eugene feel better.
Okay. And I'm my the middle of my foot's on the threshold.
And
the door slams shut behind you.
Do it.
How is this looking? I rolled a 66.
Ooh, well, that does not sound like... So you have... This place is disquieting. There is... it's almost like stuff was put in with a willful disregard for feng shui.
That's why I'm trying to spot things that are hidden. Not if it's out here,
So you check out the first floor,
Get back out.
the ground floor,
It's not safe in here.
and there is the first room you see is like a dining room. There's a small table. There is rotten food on a plate sitting at one of the place settings.
Do you know how long ago he died?
You don't.
Interesting.
But it couldn't have been that long ago,
Sure.
given all of this.
But also, if it's like will readings and probate and stuff, that will take some time.
So
I'm sure probate wasn't a thing. But
yeah. Well, so like, if nobody, you're not sure. Like, if he didn't have any family, there's a chance that either somebody found the body, or you're gonna find the body.
Oh. Delightful.
There's not a lot of.
At that point, Tiger will just start
I was gonna say, and she takes one more step back out the door.
Do I smell any dead bodies?
No, you do not smell.
We split up, right?
You
No,
you want to?
No, we
Yes.
are not split up yet. You're just.
All right.
I'm
so
slow
he's-
enough that it's.
He's looking for traps, so you guys are going around this way. He's going around that way.
Yes.
So the dining room again has, it's got like place stuff for two at most. There's not a lot here. It's fairly sparse, and
Are there dishes in the sink? And when we get to the kitchen, are there dishes in the sink? Does it look like
there are.
it's
Yeah.
cleaned up?
Yeah, and it's and like everything has been sitting out for a while. So it is the kitchen smells pretty bad.
So nobody else has been living here.
So you come around,
point.
and and there's like a living room that no one lives in. It is, a room that is just, it's like a trophy room, and it dust all over everything. You make me a spot hidden roll. In the box.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not the boss of me. 77.
All right, everything's
That is not.
You are getting a lot of doubles.
Everything's fine. You walk through. You don't feel like there's any.
I'm pretty sure this is safe.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like there's.
This room's clear. Then I fall in the spike pit.
That's later. And you come around and you go through the kitchen and you all meet and there's like a study. And this room looks like it is actually, this room looks like it was one of the most used rooms in the house. It is, it's got a nice plush chair. It's got several books sitting around. There are a couple books that are open as if they've been, they were being read at the time. And there are some, it's a study with books. There's,
Is it a desk or anything in there?
not really, no. There's,
Okay.
so the books, this is not a library, so there's not like bookshelves and stuff. These books were brought in here from somewhere.
Okay.
And you look at the books and they are, one of them is a French author. The name of not Mark Orlstein. Here we go. Louis Jacques Colliot. You don't need to write that down. It's not going to be important. But it is a book. It is a book that is. I mean, the most you can get from it is, it seems like it is his learnings on some weird Hindu religious belief. The name of the book is Asgartha.
It goes in the box.
Mean anything? Or
It
I have
should go,
a
yes, put it in the
Hindustani.
box.
Put it in the box.
If you doesn't mean anything in
I have 60 in Hindustani.
Means anything.
So.
That's a great question. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything in the language.
What about Latin?
No, it doesn't. It the name itself doesn't really.
It just reminds me of Asgard.
Yeah.
Ah, the Norse.
So unless you're going to sit down and read the book, you can just get like that seems to be what you get from like the.
What language
can-
is the book itself in?
The book is in English.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We can always read that later.
Well, I'm very interested in that.
I mean,
so.
I think looking around the study for patterns of sort of where the most time was spent in here. Was it in the chair reading a book? Was it?
Yeah, it was very much. This chair was well used, and the books seemed like some of the freshest stuff in the house.
Well, they did say we could have other things, or we could bring other things.
Yes. I'm gonna.
And so the looting begins.
Yes.
Yeah, the books
I
go in
want
boxes.
I want the book about the Hindu religion.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna sit in the chair, and just kind of like look around and think, if I were to hide something, where would I put it?
Yeah, that's why I actually open up the books to see if they're not one of those fake books that you keep guns in.
Or money, or
Or yes.
I keep dice in mine.
Monkey's paws.
All right, so you sit in the chair and you're opening books
And putting them in boxes.
and put. All right, yeah. Make me a luck roll.
Oh, whoopee cushion.
Nope.
All right. You sit in the chair and you don't hear a click or anything like that.
that's good.
Yeah.
It seems
Does
like
dust come up from it?
Yes.
Or- Okay. So.
there's this is still hasn't been used in a while. At least days. There's a good,
There's no once body was here smell coming off the chair, right?
no, it's kind of everything's just generally musty.
Okay.
We're supposed to find the specific item and notes.
Yeah.
Oh, in the kitchen there was a stairway down, and in the hallway there's a stairway up to the second floor.
Well, I'm under the impression he likes leaving notes, so this is just going to be a.
It's gonna be a scavenger hunt.
Exactly.
Won't that be lovely?
Yes.
Again, the note that he left, it does seem very ominous.
It seems very angry at the very least.
Yes.
Gee, you're standing in the doorway, and you hear a voice in Chinese, and it says, "Downstairs."
Get in the car.
I do. I look around. Is it something that was like close to my ear where I'm just like,
It actually sounded like the Doppler effect. It was like downstairs. It started over here and
Okay.
ended over here, and you just heard it just said in Chinese downstairs.
and okay, so I'm gonna go to where I think it's like the trail of the voice was to look to see if somebody said it. So like, was it? Did
So
it
you're
come-
entering the house.
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually just run into the back and be like, Dr. Pops!
All right, yeah, you go running in to where they are. He's sitting in a chair, like trying to turn it.
Gee, what is happening?
It's creepy outside. I look around. It's creepy in here.
I mean, come on, that's a quote. It's creepy outside.
Right. It's creepy in here. Yeah.
And I
We're looking for notes on the plaque thing.
come here. And so I kind of go back in the hallway or whatever. I'll be like, come here, come
I'll
here.
get up and follow along.
And I like make them bend down, and I'm like, no, down here.
Lower.
And then I whisper and say, a voice just said downstairs. And then I run back out to the hall, out the door.
And stand in the doorway.
Yep.
Gee,
Downstairs.
Is everything okay,
Down
Pops?
the stairs.
Is everything okay?
G heard a voice that said downstairs.
Is there someone else here?
Oh, they're playing with us.
I wonder, there must be some sort of communication system. Or,
I say
or
we go
tubes or
upstairs
something.
first and find things and then see what's downstairs.
Well, it does seem most plausible that whatever he was storing, it'd probably be in somewhere, hopefully relatively well kept upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels damp. You would think the basement would be
Damper.
would ruin wood.
Everybody make me a listen roll.
Now I roll good.
Oh boy, 90,
Oh,
95.
almost.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got
Almost
it.
our first
I
fumble.
just got it.
Hard success.
And don't forget, if you make it, put a little tick next to it, because you'll get to hopefully improve that.
I got a regular success.
All right, everybody
Regular.
who made it clearly hears like upstairs, like somebody stepping on a floorboard.
Yes.
Okay, I'll check downstairs.
We're heading upstairs.
Yes.
I draw my pistol.
All right, you draw your pistol. All right.
I'm sorry. You said
Somebody
we're
go
going,
first.
Wait, sorry. You said we're going upstairs. We're going upstairs, right?
We just heard
Yes.
somebody upstairs.
Yes.
No,
The
it's
voice.
the house settled. We've been walking through.
The voice tried to distract us by going
If I
downstairs
understand
so
you
they
don't
could
want to
escape.
go upstairs with your cane,
I don't
you can
like
stay here
stairs
and
in
wait.
general.
You can stay here and wait and watch.
You could start going downstairs and we'll catch up.
By himself?
No,
That's mean.
no. Just wait for us here. We'll be right back. Let's
Used
go.
to going to the boiler room, so.
Well, yes, but that's your room.
And it's warmer, but you know, this place is.
So, are you going downstairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not not a rush.
Right. So you head into the you'll head into the kitchen and you'll
Well,
start.
no, it smells in the kitchen.
Well, but that's where the stairs are. Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
go.
I was hoping there was a long way to. Oh, yeah.
So you're gonna start downstairs. You guys head upstairs.
Yes.
I'm calling out, G, go with Eugene downstairs.
No.
There's money in the for you.
Yeah, there's money in it for you.
How much?
Our credit rating's gonna be like 0.
How much do you usually pay the boy?
Yeah, what is the
Coins?
amount of money for that?
And what
risking your
monetary?
life.
Yeah.
I'll probably like $1 would.
If I give you $1, we can go in the haunted house.
Yeah.
No.
And what
No.
monetary system is it?
Actually, the main item of currency are silver dollars. And a silver dollar is about $2 US. But like, it is not unheard of for the university to like go, oh, you're going to go buy something from somebody. Here's a bag full of silver dollars.
Jeez.
And like $1's worth a lot more at this
Yeah,
time
but-
as well.
but
so
again,
it's not trivial.
Your paper money is hard to spend. The silver, because they understand silver, like,
Yeah.
that means something, and so that's why almost all commerce is done in silver dollars.
But yeah, silver
Except-
dollar is pretty good. Come on.
Yeah, except in the Western Quarter, where then paper money goes back and forth. Speaking of things going back and forth, let's do our giveaway.
yes.
Oh, it's been a while.
Last chance, #chaos in the chat to be entered to win a set of whichever birds of paradise we can find around here.
Not the parrot shark. Those are ours.
That's right. There are 2 sets of parrot sharks. Very exciting. And one of them's mine.
Yeah. And one of
They've
them
been rolling
should
pretty
be
well.
getting passed around.
We've got to fumble first.
And Pixel Rose.
There we go. Pixel Rose has won.
Congratulations.
Nice. Hopefully I don't already have. Well, you always need more.
Yeah.
Birds of Paradise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we'll be doing At the Break, which I have to remember what time we break. Okay. I remember how to do this.
Do you?
Sort of.
Do any of us?
We'll be at the break. We'll be doing a giveaway for a 5e D&D book, and there'll be the same video with Thomas. Although he's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
No, it's a different
green.
Oh, that's
green.
totally
He
different.
has 3 colors.
Blue, black, and green.
What is
Right.
that?
We don't have any
No,
black.
they're all
Gray.
blue. They're all blue. And one's
one
gray.
gray, one green. Okay, anyway, what are we doing?
Does that make
I'm
you a
on
winter?
blue.
I don't know.
I'm not going in the basement.
You're a goth. Yeah. So your
no.
attempts
Keep
to
my silver dollar myself.
your attempts to bribe G have not gone well.
No, especially since the soldier won't give me his gun, so I am not going in the basement.
You have in fairness, you have not asked the soldier.
Oh, I am
You
right
have?
now.
All right, you go out. You ask the soldier for your. He go away, kid. Go away, kid.
No, there's the haunted ghost of the professor is in there, and it says go downstairs. And then Dr. Pop said he wants me to go downstairs. I'm not going to go downstairs
wasn't in the
unless you
box.
give me your gun. And the doctor said so.
All right. The soldier did not roll well on his
Understand, crazy.
keeping his temper.
Uh-oh.
So like the butt of the rifle, just like kind of almost playfully, just comes out. He's like, "Go away, kid."
Okay, fine.
And you can
I
get out of the
stumble
way
away,
of it.
yeah.
His
sure-
heart wasn't in it.
I'm sure you're quite adept at dodging those sorts
Yeah.
of things.
Isn't
very
that when you
much
roll
am.
sleight of hand to take his
To take his gun.
handgun? No, yeah, the pistol while he's distracted. That was all part of the ruse.
Bait and switch.
All right. I'm going to shout out up the
Okay.
stairs. Come out. We know you are here. Just come down and let us discuss this note you have left us.
All right. So and then nobody responds.
Please let there be a rabbit.
Do I
monkey
hear
upstairs.
another squeak?
Nope.
Let's go. It's just the house settling.
So you're about halfway up the steps as you yell that.
All right.
Who's in front of me?
You have a gun. No one is standing in front of the person with a gun.
No.
You
a bad
specifically
idea.
have a
I've
gun,
seen
and
a gun.
we're not standing in front of you specifically with a gun.
I draw a gun. I stand in front of him.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, then I'll
Who's my hostage?
Not a
slowly go up the
chance.
All right.
stairs.
So you start going up.
We're right behind you.
So you three are on the stairs. I need you all to make me dex rolls.
Oh, trapped. We didn't search for traps.
Oh boy, that looks like a 77 to me.
That,
Oh, I'm good.
Or 71.
You know what?
Doubles.
Maybe this is a time for
We
inspiration.
got inspiration.
Can I get a second?
I'll second if you'll second
Yes,
me.
all right.
Right.
Aim for my drink. Oh, come on.
No, I mean
It only works when I'm like aiming down. I get advantage when I'm aiming down.
I got just regular
there
success.
Wait a minute.
Go.
26 is a hard success.
All right. So
God, where's
everybody
dex?
made their
Oh.
dex roll. So
27 is a hard.
the runner, there's like a runner carpet on this stairwell, and the runner suddenly goes taut.
Ooh.
And you all like manage to get your feet onto the actual stairs, and then the runner goes back.
Oh.
Well, that's just rude.
I'm going to look and see what kind of mechanism caused that.
You do not. There's no mechanisms that you can see.
I mean, there should be metal then in there or something to...
We didn't see anybody up there pulling it or anything.
I mean, yeah, you can't figure out how that happened.
You're gonna have to set a trap, Fred.
All right, well, to the top of the stairs.
You know what? Make me a luck roll.
25 out of 29.
Yeah, you do not fire your gun off in a
No, nice.
fit of
Yeah.
panic.
Oh, good.
This is why none of us are in front of you.
Or even to the side of you. As
Yeah, I'm definitely behind him.
We've established Pops as a bit of a lunatic, right? Okay, just-
Hey, look,
Ready?
if you were
We're
in
an hour
Russia in
in.
1915,
Yes.
you have seen,
Yes.
and you fled, you've seen some things.
Yeah.
We're an hour in and we already have our first.
just saying, we're not there right now, so this sort of
accidental
behavior.
shooting.
So you make it to the top of the stairs, and there's a like a washroom. Oh wait, no, there's not. There's no plumbing here. There's like a bedroom and a sitting room, an office of some sort. And then a second bedroom, and the second bedroom is empty. The second bedroom is just like a spare room. There, in the second bedroom, there's just a bed.
Okay.
Office. We investigate his notes.
Assuming that's a them, but yes, that's good luck.
So, you guys check it out. I'll in the hallway just in case somebody tries to come through.
Okay, so you're alone in the hallway.
Yep.
I don't like how you phrased that.
That was
You mean
phrased perfect.
they're alone in the room?
We're alone together?
So you go into the office.
Yes.
And it looks like it has been picked over. You do a quick, opening drawers and
Yes.
that sort of thing.
Carefully.
Well, actually, are you gonna
Carefully,
start-
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Make me a power roll.
No.
All right, so you are opening drawers, and all of a sudden, a drawer just goes BAM! And like smacks you in the head for 1 point of damage.
Ouch.
And you just see this drawer. Maybe it's spring loaded or something. But she's like opening it. All of a sudden, one of the top ones just goes bang and cracks right there.
Do I fall over?
Yeah, you can probably step backwards, surprised.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
That.
Are you quite all right?
Why wouldn't I be all right?
You just got hit in the head with a drawer. It looked rather painful.
I'm fine.
Americans.
Make me a Chinese roll.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
That was a 90.
Here, I'll do in the box. Oh yeah, success.
All right. You hear that same kind of Doppler effect voice goes, "Everything you want is downstairs."
Oh, there's gonna be a sandwich waiting for me.
I was about to say that's kind of what I want too.
Did anyone just hear that? The voice came again. The voice, I heard it. This one in Chinese.
You heard the voice.
Yes. It said, "Everything I want is downstairs."
Oh, so G wasn't making it up.
Although I believe Eugene is heading down there.
We cut to
Excellent.
Nicely done.
you're at the there's like a little door down at the end, and it's unlocked. You open it, and there is a dark basement.
More importantly, are there handrails for going down?
Yes, there is a handrail. Actually, there are handrails on each side.
Okay.
He
Already
was
cane in one hand,
paralyzed. Yeah.
handrail in the other.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, is there a lamp in the kitchen that, yeah, okay, I can maneuver, I can do this. I'll just go really slow.
All right, so you're going into the dark room.
Oh no, I'm gonna get a lamp.
Okay.
That way I'm...
Yeah, sure. There's an oil lamp on the table that
Alright.
you managed to get lit, and you bring it down and you hold it up, and the attic is earth, the floor is earth, and it seems like it's a storeroom. There's like foodstuffs and like bags of rice and basic comestibles, that sort of thing.
But no pre-prepared sandwich?
No pre-prepared sandwich.
Okay, well, I got my hopes up.
So
because-
almost everything.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, this is... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'll go down and I'll look around and...
All right. The lamp goes out and the door closes.
The wind.
It's
Or infectious insanity.
one of the two.
Yeah.
See how good your
Yeah,
legs are
I'll
now.
shout out.
All right. You guys hear a muffled sort of hey. It sounds like Eugene.
Dagger.
Like
stop messing with
as
me.
you say, Eugene is in the basement. You hear like a muffled like hey.
Oh.
Well, okay.
I mean, it's not
He's in
panic. It's
trouble.
more annoyed. No,
Yeah.
it's more of an annoyed like.
Yeah, but
"Stop-
still,
don't mess with me, guys.
Make me a dex roll as you try and relight the lamp in the dark.
It's okay. G is with him.
Why is it this is just a take your time roll. Because I have to like feel for something flat to put stuff down on, then take the top of the lamp off, and
It's under non like.
so an 89. This,
all right,
this
so
is taking a
you
while.
are taking you're there's a little bit of like your hands are shaking a little. You're like trying to figure out what's going on, but you're used to you've been in places when the lights were out, so you're going to get that lamp
Yeah.
ready.
Hey, who turned off the lights?
So you hear Eugene. You definitely hear Eugene from downstairs.
Because I'm blaming you.
Hashtag blame G.
Well, I hear slam. Hey!
So you're going to be putting that. You're going to be working on getting that lit.
Setting the basement on fire. Yeah.
Setting alternatively.
We've not seen anything up here at all.
I mean,
I want
Not, not
to
really
do
looked.
spot hidden. I wanted to do the spot hidden before we.
I mean, you can. I mean, you have not found any hidden things anywhere. You have. You feel like you have searched
Okay.
very well. If you need to roll, I'll ask you to roll, but
Okay.
you don't.
All right.
All right, well then
Downstairs.
downstairs using the sides of the stairway.
Yes, quite.
So you three come back down the stair, and you step over the, and.
At the top of the stairs, does there look like anything like? So I'm gonna try and pull it.
No,
up.
you could not pull the runner. As a matter, the runner is like stapled into the top of the.
Which means it's been pulled from the bottom.
Is it stapled to the sides of the? Stapled along the sides down the stairs as well? Or?
No, it was not.
Okay.
It's just stapled. Apparently, just stapled at the top.
Okay.
So you are the last one down the stairs,
Okay.
and as you go, you hear the bed in that second bedroom just go, just like move a lot. That sound of like furniture moving along a floor.
Hesitate and like lean back to look into that door.
Yeah, the bed is. It was flush against the wall when you guys looked at it. And it's now about 6 inches away from the wall.
I'm gonna keep that to myself and follow the
All
others
right, so
down.
you guys head down. And then you head into the kitchen and you go downstairs. And right as you open the door, Eugene, you get the lamp lit.
Does like a gust come in right when I have it? Son of a...
No, there's no wind. But you guys come in and see.
there had to have been a wind. You
Clearly.
understand.
Of course, yeah. You enter, and as you enter, Eugene lights this lamp, and like his face has the "I'm telling ghost stories" in the.
Before I don't go downstairs right away. I go out and get G.
All right.
Let's go.
G is like
Oh, thank goodness. 'Cause I'm just
staring
imagining-
daggers at the soldier.
I'm gonna grab him by the
Scruff.
Hey!
scruff and bring him, carry him in.
Hey! You don't get to touch me?
Oh
I'm a doctor. It's okay. I'm a doctor.
Can I tell the officer where the doctor touched me?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you could kick him in the shin or something.
I am gonna kick him in the shin. No, I'm
In
doing
the-
one of these trying to slap him.
All right. He's like holding you like this.
And you're so small, they would be like holding the hand on your forehead and hold you out.
The ghost said you go in the basement.
No, it said you go in the
No,
basement.
it said you go in
It
the
said
basement.
everything I wanted was down there.
I don't want anything except a sandwich.
I just want to get.
Apparently, you're everything you wanted. You have to be in the basement. That's. So you, there's you two and Eugene start kind of looking around this basement while he drags G. Like when you get to the stairs of the basement, G starts actively fighting back.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
G is like holding onto the handrails. And like,
The ghost of Professor Zhang is here.
There is no ghost. There's no. That's ridiculous. It is. There is a person who is here, who has rigged this house for booby traps.
Oh, so I get to be here for that.
Oh, even better.
so you have to be here.
I'm imagining trying to get G down the stairs like trying to get a cat into a
Yeah.
carrier when it's
There's a
not
lot of, yeah.
Cat in the bath right now.
Yeah.
I mean, not the booby traps, but the things to scare us. You know, rigged up with ropes to pull things and tubes in the walls to make sounds go around.
Okay, so then
There is an old man here. We will pull the mask off
We're
at some
listening.
point.
Yeah.
All of this.
I'm at the top of the stairs talking about this.
My English is pretty terrible as well.
I am redoubling my efforts. Like I actually wasn't really trying to look for stuff. Now I want this to be over. I'm actually.
All right. So the three of you
Nick ain't got time for this shit.
make me a spot hidden roll.
Ooh, 91, no.
No.
Nope.
We got, you know what? We've got some.
you've
We've
got
got some
inspiration.
inspiration.
We should inspire
Who's got the
sometime.
highest?
I have 55.
Spot hidden. I got 55 as well. So.
So
You guys
we'll
gave
inspire
two.
the two of
Roll
us.
it.
Two.
All right. In the box.
Yes. Oh, one.
Wow. 33 out of 55.
All right. So you both see a weird sight in the flickering shadow of his lamplight. You would swear that you see a hopping shadow on the wall. It looks like some sort of person just
Oh.
hopping.
Like, look to see if he has his hand in
And
front of
you got
it.
an 01.
Yes.
All right. He's like in front of the lamp.
Yeah, making shadow puppets.
With an 01, make me a sanity roll. A.
Sanity. I have to get over. Or...
You want to roll under.
I know. Yes.
Okay. So you're not going to lose any sanity, but that figure is like that's the shadow of a person.
And I'm
Yeah,
of course.
but there's no way because and her hat comes off and she's like looking around. There's nobody between you and the lamp, but there was a shadow on the wall of this weird hopping figure.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did. And I really rather wish I hadn't.
Did you find it?
Is it?
No, there was some sort of weird shadow on the wall.
Something hopped.
This place is weird. Yes, I'm
That's
gonna.
why they didn't want to come.
Well, you know, send the white folks and the kids. Sounds about right.
We have to find this stuff still.
Well, yes, and I'm going to keep looking around a little bit more frantically now,
Yes,
trying to
yes,
find
yes,
like a box
yes,
of
yes.
notes or something, anything. that we
Anything.
can-
So unless you want to start like destroying stuff,
I mean, I'm very tempted.
right? There, like this room seems like there are shelves on every wall, and the shelves have like cans of food, bags of rice. There's a whole shelf that has like firewood and stuff on it.
But it's a dirt floor, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna look to see if any of it looks like it's been loosened.
All right. Yes, there is definitely a part of the. It looks like some of the earth has been moved recently. It's looser.
All right, yeah, I'll take my cane and
All right,
moving, and then
start-
ask someone else to do actual dirt moving. 'cause
You
it didn't go
you
forward.
very quickly start to scrape away. About the time that he drags G into the creepiest basement you've ever been in.
You live in a boiler room.
It's not creepy. It's homey. I've decorated it with things I find.
Creepy, it's homey. You have definitely sort of etched out the sides of it, like those barn door kind of shed door kind of things
yeah.
on the ground.
This is Professor Lin was paralyzed. Why is he occupying this house? It's multiple floors.
It was his house before he was paralyzed, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, but
That is an excellent question, wouldn't you?
it did seem lived in upstairs. Yes.
Yes. Well, to an extent. Well,
And now this trap door into.
are we able
Well,
to?
this could have always been here.
He had a lab or something downstairs? Everything's downstairs.
What an odd place to put. What an odd place to put a lab, though.
Look,
I mean, maybe, but
So-
this
can someone
seems
help?
odd.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Dimitri takes his coat off and hangs it up on a thing nearby. All right.
Hang it off of G's head.
Pulls up his
I will
sleeves.
I will hold your coat, sir.
He's looking for the wallet.
Yeah, exactly. And I will pass it to the next of kin when you die.
He's got like the harness
Right, the suspend like
for the pistol. He
Yeah,
puts the pistol back. And
Aw,
is
you
gonna
have the Nathan Drake look
Yes,
going on.
yes.
starts to it's not, you don't have a shovel unfortunately, but you dig out the dirt pretty quickly. And yeah, you see it's like two wooden slat doors in the flat, and there's one of them has a handle that you can pull up.
So someone can open these doors now. Now that they are clear.
I'll
I mean,
grab
you're
one of
right
the doors.
there.
All right.
But if there's ladders, I'm staying up here.
That's very fair.
So you pull the door open, and there's stairs. There's about 5 stairs, and then there's like a slowly descending ramp of dirt that leads down. This is it's like this is a tunnel.
Oh, it's not too bad.
I mean, before we move any further,
I'll go make a sandwich.
Ew.
Oh.
Not out of food that's in the kitchen. That's disgusting.
Well, there's food down here. What do we have cans of? Is Spam around yet?
No, it seems like it's mainly sardines and peaches.
You can not make a sandwich.
Peaches for me.
not a
But
sandwich.
sardine,
but-
is there peanut butter? Sardine
Sure.
and peanut butter sandwich.
When was peanut butter was actually fairly
No, like the first peanut butter sandwich, like peanut butter sardine was a thing
Yeah.
at the time. So
I mean, things have been.
Jif was invented in Alameda.
1989. Or, excuse me.
but here's the real
Glasnost and peanut butter.
There's no way. After seeing
1895.
this place, there's no way there's gonna be bread. We're gonna have to like find like
there's
crackers.
biscuits or
Crackers,
something.
yeah.
You could maybe find some crackers or
Well, before we get into eating, perhaps. No, but I
Well,
mean.
but it's dirty down there, so.
I'm going upstairs to eat my peaches and sardines.
Well, I'm gonna bring the peanut butter and some crackers up.
G is like turning the key on one of the cans of peaches.
I'm going to need the
I'll
oil
pass
lantern.
off the lamp to. There you go.
God, what? And then
All right, you
Where's
draw.
the hammer back?
We've got. That seems unnecessary.
Should
let us go.
Good luck, Dr. Pops.
Stay here. Eat your sardines in the basement.
Don't shoot the little wooden figure.
Yes, please don't.
Okay.
No, but we need those notes. We need those.
All right. He's gonna.
So you two are staying in the basement.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
we're
gonna
going up to the kitchen. I mean, we have to clear some of the crap out of the kitchen because it stinks up there. But we're gonna make.
I was actually gonna sit at the top of like the open hatch and just like eat and just wait for the wait for the terror and the screaming.
Wait for
to
the
come.
screams, yeah.
All right. And you're going up to the kitchen to like try and get rid of the smell.
Oh no, I thought.
Give me
Get
a
the
fork.
knife and
Yeah, give me a
can't,
fork.
I'm not gonna spread the peanut butter with my hands. That's disgusting. We have to open up the can of sardines and.
Well, the cans all have a key in them.
like
Okay,
a-
so
I'm
that-
still not picking them out with my fingers.
All right, you're not a monster.
I'll bring down some utensils.
All right,
and
so
some
you go up
plates.
to the kitchen.
A bowl for the peaches.
Thank you.
And when you go up to the
And a can
kitchen,
opener.
you
Thank you.
get up about halfway to the stairway and make me a dodge roll.
Uh-oh.
I will roll for dodge.
No, you make it, damn it.
Oh, close.
That's close.
But I'm not spending luck on that.
All right.
It wings me.
You take 3 points of damage
Oof.
as a
Yikes.
plate comes flying from the kitchen and just hits you in the shoulder.
That's not a
and
dex
shatters.
check to catch it, because that could. Okay.
If you'd
All right.
been, you weren't really watching for plates.
Flying plates.
And so yeah, you hear a crash as like a plate breaks on him.
Okay, I just turned around and I was like, I thought we weren't breaking anything in here. Well, if that's the case.
I'm on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't even.
Yeah, you're most of the way up the stairs, and so it just flew out.
Y'all shout for one of the guards. Like, who's
Oh,
up?
they're not coming in the house.
No, I think they.
'Cause they're smart.
I'm not convinced this place. I haven't seen all the crap they've
Yeah,
seen.
yeah. So
The only thing that happened is a door slam because
you think the guard threw a?
Yeah, I'm making a logical, like someo's messing with
All
us.
right, yeah. You
I'll go up in a huff.
you curse a
Ready to
guard. that's
shoot.
not-
I'm waving the cane.
I can see that. I can totally
I want to
see
speak to your warlord.
Wait, am I in the dark now?
You are in the
Yeah,
dark.
you are in the dark now.
Oh boy.
There are peaches.
I run upstairs after
The
him.
can of
then.
peaches does need a can opener.
No, it's all. They're like so. They are
The
very.
sardines, but
Yeah, but the peaches are very thinly cut, and they're in
They're not
in a
in
small.
a proper can. Who savages?
Everything is. They just have the one can.
Yeah, America. Oh, world of cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I run
Indeed.
up the stairs as soon as like the
All right,
lights are
you run
gone.
up just as a plate hits him in the shoulder. Oof. And then you think about running down.
Yeah, I don't know where to run anymore. Actually, I pass him on the stairs. I'm like,
Well, we need to get another lamp either way. So, but I will shake my cane as I go.
All right,
whoever
you
it is.
think there was a lamp in the study? You recall?
I forgot bowl for the peaches.
All right. So you guys head down,
Yes.
and it's a sloping downward hallway, very well carved out. Like this is not an existing cave.
But is
Like
it
in a pyramid or
dirt?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's dirt. There are supports. You know, this was
like a
made.
mine or something.
Yeah, this is not a cave. This is not a naturally existing cave or anything like that. And about I don't know, 50 feet.
Yes.
So you make a turn. So you are out of sight of the doorway, and you hear a clump behind you as the doors close.
Gee!
You don't
I
hear.
can't hear you.
yeah.
I'm upstairs.
And
Oh,
you
geez.
turn a corner, and you come. It opens up into a well-appointed I mean, this is somebody's office. This seems like the office that he actually used. There are bookshelves. There is a couch with purple fabric.
I'm home.
In the middle of the couch, stabbed into the couch with a pin, is a handwritten note.
Oh. Well,
Are there any more lanterns down here?
No, they're not. And in the far wall from you is a metal door, like a banded metal door.
I wonder if that leads outside or to another. If that goes outside, perhaps that is how he was able to get in and out.
Let's see what's here first.
All right. I will let you do your thing. I will just keep watch.
I'm going to go look at the note.
All right, you look at the note.
Yes.
All right, it's written in English,
Oh, good.
and it's in that same scrawled hand. Welcome to my sanctum, my illustrious colleagues. I've spent the last few years designing and building this room and tying up the loose ends of my research. This will be the final grand monument to my genius and the fulfillment of my revenge against Peking University, the very institution that shunned and humiliated me by refusing to recognize my unsurpassed brilliance. If you're reading this, I have shuffled off of this mortal coil. I have finally succumbed to the severe spinal injuries I sustained in pursuit of my beloved discipline. You no doubt seek the wooden figurine I appropriated from Peking from the University Museum. You are welcome to the figurine, should you prove intelligent enough to claim it, but beware. I have ascertained its true purpose, and I have used it to exact my vengeance on you and your ever so hallowed university. Yours forever in death, Professor Li Jianlin.
We made the right choice.
I take it you read that out loud.
Oh, yes. Dramatically.
Yours forever in death.
So he was quite mad then.
Yes. It's too bad. He sounds so smart.
So
Syphilis does crazy things to the
there
body.
are... Nice.
No. Nice.
Oh.
So there are, now that you're in the room and the lamp is fully in the room, there are 2 bookshelves full of books in the left corner of the room. There is this lovely couch, and in the far right, there is a doctor's table. You recognize a doctor's table, and there is a body bag laying on top of that.
Well, that piques my interest, so I will go over there.
That's yours.
All right, yeah. There is clearly the stench of death as you approach.
Are there any notes, any, charts?
There's no chart. You do see some. Make me a medicine roll.
Oh, good. Something he's decent at.
But, okay, so 57.
Well, he's dead. You figured out he's dead.
57 is a regular 6.
All right, so the materials that you see here are not. This is not curative medicine. This was like these are autopsy instruments.
All right, well, you check the books,
Yes.
and I will unzip the bag.
All right, so you start looking at the books. There are a number of random, not random, but there are books about like all sorts of different subjects. There's a weird whole stuff about Guatemala. There's an encyclopedic. There's a binder with everything that Langdon Walker ever wrote, just like with super critical liner notes all throughout them, just like going through everything and like that's not how you use a semicolon, and just like all of this like super petty stuff of everything that Langdon Walker has ever written. Every time he wrote the word armor, adding a U because that's how real English does it. And, that's what. You're an American, you would not.
Oh, I know. But I know about it.
There's no U in armor.
You cross it out.
Of course. Of course, there's a U in armor.
And there is. Let's see, what else is there? A bunch of random books. You can make me a library use roll.
JKL, there we go. No.
Okay.
76.
So it's gonna take you. You're not. This is going to be a several hours of like going through books and like
Oh, no.
figuring out what they are. Yeah. Oh no!
Oh,
Stop!
no.
Don't throw me in that briar patch.
Twist that arm right
Yeah.
behind your back.
'Cause there's a lot of books here, and like these are not the sort of books that the title tells you anything about what it's about.
Oh, no, but looking through. I'm really looking for mythology or any of those kind of things.
Right, and you're also anything that has like notes in it, like handwritten notes.
Right.
You're especially looking for. Yeah. What are you doing?
So there's the 2 bookshelves. There's a desk. What was in the right-hand corner?
That's where the medical.
The medical
thing
stuff.
is.
Okay.
And then there's a metal door.
I want to approach the metal door carefully because I'm now very wary of everything going on and just check to see if it's, first check to see if it looks like something's going to jump out and stab me.
That door seems well and truly locked.
Okay. That was going to be my next question.
And it's locked on this side. Like you see the lock is on this side.
Got it. All right, then I want to start looking through the desk and see if I can find a key. Again, carefully because the spring-loaded drawer that hit her in the face.
Right, okay. You slowly start looking through the desk. You find some handwritten papers. In particular, you find notes on a book called, it's in French, Mission de l'Inde en Europe, the mission to India from Europe. And he apparently read this book, and it was a guy, it was written by a man named Saint Yves d'Alvedre. And you can both make education rolls.
Yeah, because I'll call over to Helen.
Yeah, about that.
Can you look for this book?
Oh,
While you're in there.
yes.
Education?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hard
77 out of 83.
All right, with a
I
hard
got 30.
success,
32.
you've heard of that book. And this guy wrote it and then demanded the publisher destroy every copy. So it's kind of a sought-after book. Now, this is not the book. This is notes on the book.
Oh,
He has
still.
notes on the book.
Oh, still.
And the notes talk about a city called Agartha.
Asgartha or Argartha?
Agartha.
Like that book that you saw upstairs.
And it describes
That's what I asked.
Agartha as it like describes the city that is. It sort of is indeterminate whether it's a city or a nation or whatever, but it describes Agartha as a force for good and a noble seekers of knowledge, and clearly Professor John had some questions about that. He's his notes are. His notes are sort of going back and forth on how to, where else can he find descriptions of Agartha, and in particular, in the notes, he wants to figure out how to avoid Kali Yuga,
Kali Yuga.
Kaliyuga.
Kalima.
None of you are Hindu?
No.
No. Do any of you have a cult?
Yes.
Very little.
I mean,
but
I have a base.
Yes. No, I have more than the base.
If you can try an occult roll. Anybody who hears the name who
So are you guys reading this stuff?
Yeah.
Because you're kind of back
yeah,
and forth.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Critical fail.
awesome.
No, but
I mean, regular fail.
Okay.
yeah, 27.
Yes. No,
It's not
that
big
name
enough.
doesn't mean anything to you. So
Damn it.
as you are reading them off, you're kind of you're going over to the body, and you hear that same voice in Chinese. You can make a Chinese roll.
It's a fail, but
All right. You swear that the voice said something about gun.
I mean, at this point, I've put it away.
All right.
I just heard the voice again. It something gun something.
That is not a terribly reassuring
That's the
sentence.
title of next episode. Something, gun something.
Something, kill them all.
We can't use that as a YouTube title.
So you are looking at the body. Well, actually, you're looking at the body bag right now. Are you going to open the body bag? Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm just gonna, poke it a little bit first.
As you do.
It does not respond to your poking.
Does it look like it is very well sealed?
Yes. Yeah, the body. Well, I mean, it's a body bag. So,
In
I mean,
the
it's a
20s
zipper.
in China. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, in that regard, yes. It is very well, it is a good body bag and it is zipped up tight.
So if I do open this, if there's some sort of contaminant or something, it might be released.
Well, I mean, you're the doctor. That's your area of expertise. I'm afraid I don't tend to deal with much in the way of live things. Do you think that there's a real risk of something like that?
Well, if this is Professor Lin, he died of natural causes, presumably.
We have no idea what he died of.
He's paralyzed.
Succumbed to the spinal injuries.
Yes.
That's,
Yes.
After 8 years, the poor bastard.
Yeah. Bad bit of luck. Anyway.
So you two up in the kitchen, you've gotten stuff open, and you are sitting down. Are you going to sit down at the dining room table?
I figure we take it into the study where it doesn't smell as bad.
All right.
I was, like any kid, I'm just randomly looking at stuff and touching everything.
Nice. And you go into the study.
Peach juice and peanut butter over everything.
And
Everything's sticking out and smells like fish.
This time you go in first, and a book flies off of the bookshelf right at you. Make me a dodge roll.
I mean, outside. We're gonna go eat outside. Aren't those all in boxes now?
no, I do not. I get smacked by
All right, so a book hits you for 2 hit points.
Okay. I get angry at the ghost of hey, Professor John, and I take something off his shelf and throw it down and be like, take that.
All right, there's a little bit of a tantrum going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, because we're gonna need the lamp. Let's go down the porch.
All right, you get the lamp, and you are.
But I'm taking something out of the study first. I don't care what
You
it
find
is.
it's a little jade tiger.
Okay. Oh, namesake. Keeping this.
Yeah, all right.
Hit me with a book.
Just pocket it as you're leaving. All right, so you guys go out to the porch. The soldier looks very excited when you walk out.
Oh, I tell them they're still looking. It hasn't been too long, right?
You've been here now about an hour.
Well, hopefully it won't be much longer. Do you want any crackers, peanut butter, sardines?
When he sees food, yeah, he'll come over. Yeah, he's very excited about that. He's still not giving you his gun.
I tell him it's a silver dollar.
You're gonna try and sell him.
A dead man's food.
He looks at the butt of his rifle again, and
And I just go like this.
I hand him a plate.
all right. So you opening the body
Yeah,
bag?
I'm gonna mask up,
All right.
put something across my mouth, and
Yeah.
then open it a little bit,
Okay. A terrible smell comes out.
and then
But
go
you're-
further.
All right. This is the body of an elderly Chinese man.
Okay.
Um,
Does it resemble Professor Lin?
Uh,
Do I know?
You don't
Professor?
know what he looks like, but you do notice protruding out of the mouth is a metal key.
Thanks, I hate it.
Gwendolyn.
Yes?
What? I don't. Hold on.
My accent has been removed.
Accent? What accent?
Russia. That's the secret. That's the key.
Does not sound like the Count from Sesame Street.
Well, he's not from Russia, is he?
Hey man, it's your accent.
Yeah.
Same area.
Yes.
There is a key in the dead gentleman's mouth.
All right.
Now you have to find the lock. Sorry, I'm not there.
I mean, we know exactly where the lock is.
I'm reading.
Are you going to hold the bag open while I...
Yes, I will hold the bag open while you retrieve the key.
I'm gonna look for something like that I can reach in to hook it with, maybe? Like a poker or a stick.
I mean, there's the pin that he jabbed, it's a writing pin that he jabbed the note into the couch with.
Sure, that'll do.
Yeah?
Because I don't want to
All right.
touch him.
You pull it out. There's that horrible noise of something hitting teeth.
Oh.
That somehow we all know.
Yeah.
But it clinks through the teeth, and you pull it out, and you have a alarmingly dry key.
Like holding it out in front of me, like a lady carrying a mouse with a poker type of thing. Drop it on the couch and then shove it across the couch a couple times to wipe off the stuff that isn't there, but I don't want to touch it anyway.
I want to verify that this is Professor Lin.
Okay.
Look for injuries.
Make me a medicine
that he
roll.
Would have sustained.
You can see
Make me
spinal
a sand roll for taking a. You get advantage on this because you used the pin instead of just reaching into this guy's mouth.
It's a success. in medicine.
The 34 is a hard success.
All right, you don't lose any sanity for that. So you examine this body pretty well. It's in advanced state of decay. The blood and most of the internal organs have been removed. There's a number of incisions along the side. Very well made incisions.
Okay. But those are post-mortem incisions, autopsy.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he definitely was an autopsy. Somebody put this body in a body bag, put a key in it. I'm going to. Are there any? I'm gonna. My medical kit is. Upstairs.
How exactly did the university find out that he was dead? Because his body's down here.
I think. Sure. Professor Wang said that they got a letter.
Well, I hate absolutely everything about this,
Yes.
but at least we have the key, and I'll use like the corner of my skirt to pick it up and give it a couple more wipes before holding the key,
Okay.
and eyeing it suspiciously before seeing if it goes into the lock on the door.
It fits the door, yeah.
But before you do that, are there any medical instruments down here? Surgical instruments.
Yes. Yeah, on the table there are some stuff for an autopsy. So there are scalpels and,
So that very clean incision, I'm gonna open that up.
Oh, you're okay.
See what's happening.
All right. Yeah,
I am not
so
looking.
that's how you find out that there is no blood in this person, because nothing comes out except awful smell. And I think that's where we're going to go to break. With you slicing open an already dead man. Don't forget, we are giving away, thanks to all of you and hitting our tavern upkeep, astoundingly, we are giving away a 5e D&D book of your choice. The only right choice is to not enter this contest. But if you must, it's #chaos at the break. And we will be back just as soon as 6 people can use 1 bathroom.
We're back!
Thank God this movie is long.
As a DM, you spend hours preparing your adventures while your players bring them to life. It's time to reward your great players with great inspiration. The Deck of Inspiration takes the 5e Inspiration rules mechanic and adds dramatic, game-changing boons to your campaign. Turn a regular hit into a critical. Bull rush through your enemies without provoking attacks. Use your reaction to smack a wizard's hands and interrupt their spell. These and many more are part of the Deck of Inspiration. Each deck contains 55 cards designed for 4 different level ranges: 1 through 4, 5 through 9, 10 through 15, and the epic level deck 16 to 20. Back this Kickstarter today to bring some inspiration to your game. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment and thank you for watching and supporting us. It's challenging to produce this content week after week, and your support really does make a difference. In fact, all of your support we call Tavern Upkeep. We have a monthly goal that we need to reach in order to maintain and to grow. We have currently set this at $1,500 per month. These funds go to purchasing and shipping giveaways, game and game accessories for us to use on the stream, and a portion of the rent here at the studio. We are asking you to help us reach that Tavern Upkeep goal every single month. There are many ways to contribute. The Patreon is the best bang for your buck. As a Patreon member, you are part of the Guild of the 5 E's with access to work-in-progress RPG supplements, the Patreon-only Discord channels, and a space to play in our Guild of the 5 E's D&D campaign. The higher-level patrons can even affect the outcomes of our streamed games by awarding players with cards from the Deck of Inspiration. Another way to support us is by donating bits during a live stream. For each 500 bits donated, an inspiration coin is granted to the players or the GM. There are various effects based on the game system, but in Call of Cthulhu, 1 inspiration coin is 1 reroll. On Dungeons & Dragons, a single coin can be used to add a d6 to any d20 roll, and 2 coins may be added to redeem for a random draw on the Deck of Inspiration. Subscribing on Twitch, whether it's a tiered subscription, a Prime, or a gift sub, helps us fill in the Tavern Upkeep. You get access to Twitch emotes, subscriber-only Discord channel, and a second entry into every on-stream giveaway. The last way to help us with our Tavern Upkeep goal might be the easiest. When you enjoy our content on YouTube, turn off the ad blocker. We put ads in every 30 minutes, so it's not too annoying, but that ad revenue really does add up. With all of that said, the most important thing we can ask of you is to join us live, on replays on YouTube, on podcast, on social media, and the Discord. We are grateful for every member of this community, and we would like to see it continue to grow. Tell your friends and share a link. Thank you.